Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about the biggest reason why there are brands, there are businesses scaling super fast, and they're all utilizing this one simple strategy that is going to be the biggest differentiator in digital marketing today that you need to know. So I'm gonna break it down in this video, and I highly encourage you to watch this entire video, making sure you understand the rationale that I'm about to show you and walk you through. So I've been listening a lot about how these businesses, e-com brands, services, AI apps are able to scale super fast, 2024 and 2025. And the biggest shift that I've heard from these interviews and from these articles I've been reading is the fact that all these founders didn't choose the product first. They all realized distribution is more important than the product. If all these founders share the same belief, which is distribution is more important than products. In other words, these founders are expert at infrastructures, distribution channels, know how to do marketings before they even have a concept, before they even have a product in mind that they want to actually sell. And this is a biggest shift from how businesses are used to run, or when you want to start a business, the way that you go through the journey is, and often the very first step you do is come up with a business idea. What product, what service, what are you actually selling? But today, it's actually not that anymore. You need to start with distribution. You need to know how you're going to market. You need to know your leverage. What is your distribution leverage that you have before you even have a product? Okay, cool. So this is by far, I think, a very important mindset and very important kind of logic that brands and founders and entrepreneurs need to understand. So where do we go from here? Then if we know distribution is the biggest, most important challenge and most important thing for any founder to focus on, so where does distribution happen? It happens on social platforms, specifically social media platforms today, namely Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and maybe Snapchat and Pinterest. So these are the primary ways where people are learning new things, are absorbing new knowledge, and are looking for new content. And to go a layer deeper, because there are so many users, practically everyone lives on these social content, social media channels today, the algorithm is hungry for content because everyone is on these channels to watch, to consume, to look for content. So now this is the second step, right? So we know to start a business, to run a successful business, you need to start with distribution. And where does distribution come from? It comes from social media. Where do we go from here? Let's talk about on these various social platforms, what is the right medium, or what is the most popular medium to convey, to communicate, to share, to circulate these ideas, these content, and to grab attentions. So this is the way I am really ranking these different mediums. So short form video, short form content is by far in 2025 today the most popular and the most common way that people absorb knowledge, content, and new things, new information. And then it's long form videos. So typically videos that are 10 minutes or above, typically videos that you see on YouTube. And then it will be written posts, right? Posts that you see on Twitter and on LinkedIn. And maybe here I will also add images as well. So static images could also fall under this category. But if you look at this hierarchy, short form content is by far the number one most important type of content you need to be looking at, you need to be making for your product, business, whatever you're doing. You need to be on social media making short form content, namely videos. Okay, cool. So at this point, I think probably none of these things are new to you in terms of, okay, where is attention comes from today, and what do you need to be doing, right, to capture and to grab these attentions. So let's go then to the next step. This is, I think, where how the biggest differentiator between businesses that are fastly growing, relying on social media channels versus businesses are lagging behind, are being left behind. Like I mentioned earlier, you need to be making short form content, and you need to be making a lot of short form content, short form videos to win in this marketing world, because there's so much distraction now, right? There are so many accounts, there are so many businesses. Everyone knows social media is the way to go. Everyone knows social media is where marketing needs to happen. So the way that you need to win today is through volume. You need so much volume. Algorithm is hungry for volume of content from your business, and you need to give the algorithm, you need to give the platform that in order to win. So I know maybe even 3 to 4 years ago, digital marketing is a very different place. It looks very different, right? In terms of strategy, in terms of how to scale, in terms of what advertising looked like. But today, it's just this. The simple correlation between revenue and content volume is undeniable. So simply put, you need to be making as much content as humanly possible to win this new era of digital marketing game. So we're all now trying to fight for attention, right? What I'm doing here right now is trying to get your attention to listen to what I'm preaching. And what I'm doing right now is literally trying to hold your attention to watch this video. So everyone is essentially now in the same game, which is we are all just fighting for attention. And attention is the real currency now in every business. And attention is the most predictable measurement of success now in the business world. So how do you generate as much content as possible, right? How do you capture as many people's attention as possible? I like to call this the founder plus creators model, right? As a founder, as an entrepreneur, as someone who is starting a business, you are in the perfect position to make content as a founder. Whatever type of content you want to make, whether the content is document your journey, founder stories, whatever, or even just promoting your products as ads, or even just make ads as the main creator, or even just make content for your business for ads, right? So as a founder now, you're not only are in a position to run this business, more importantly, you're also a creator for your business. And this is like the thing that I know a lot of founders and a lot of entrepreneurs are having a tough time accepting, but this is essentially now the world is headed toward where, hey, I'm also an entrepreneur, I'm also a business owner, and I need to also put myself out there, right? Making these YouTube videos and making these content online to capture attention. So that's the founder piece. And here's also the other side, which is the creator piece, right? As we are now going through this new era of attention economy, what that means is there are a lot more creators right now there are a lot more people that have become creators or have become people that are making content for their full-time job, or they live off of making content on social media. So as we talk about this new kind of way of doing business, you need to kind of bridge these two things together, where you are a founder, you are a creator yourself, and how as a founder, as a creator, you can accept, you can invite, you can get as many creators as possible to make content for you. So this is literally the key that I've seen so many different businesses and brands and these SaaS tools, even apps, are able to scale so fast, is to hire as many creators as possible to make content for your business. And this is literally what makes or breaks your business today in 2025. You just need to get creators. Regardless how you're doing it, the key is you need to be thinking, you need to be focusing on how to get as many creators, promote your content, promote your products, promote your business as possible. So now let's talk about, okay, where do you get creators, right? And simply put, there are so many ways now to get creators. And believe it or not, it's literally a simple Google search or a simple Ask AI type of question, and you'll get so many different ways, answers, ideas on how to get creators. So I really hope moving forward, I don't hear this question ever again, which is, as a founder, as a business owner, where do I get creators? Because at that point, it's already an excuse, because there's just so many creators today on TikTok, on Instagram, on these social channels. and they are also looking for opportunities to partner with brands. So to name a few, UGC platforms, you hire creators. You can also hire a VA or someone to help you manually source creators on these social platforms. And TikTok is probably by far the best platform to source, especially if we talk about short form content creators, right? And then also, if we talk about TikTok, since we run a TikTok Shop agency, the biggest way that we are accessing over 2 million creators is through the Affiliate Center, and it's free, right? The Affiliate Center is free as long as you have an active TikTok Shop account. So again, there's so many ways to find creators, and creators today are so open to opportunities because this is literally what people do now today, right? They run businesses reach out to creators, and creators get invites, and they will partner with creators to make content. So this is the model today where marketing, how digital marketing happens. So if you don't do this, you are just literally sitting on the sideline and seeing all these other businesses growing 10 times, 100 times faster than you are, because you're not leveraging this access. You're not leveraging this new model of digital marketing today. So essentially in 2025, this is the mindset that you need to be in, right? It's when we talk about leverage, right? A lot of people, have different versions, have different definitions of what leverage means to them. And as a business owner, we all know one type of leverage is the business should make money while you're asleep, right? And if we take that same analogy and apply it here, it will be, there should be creators constantly, 24 hours, promoting a business, product, or service while you're asleep. This is the ultimate leverage that you need to tap into immediately if you're not in 2025 to continue to win, continue to be successful at your business. Cool. So this is a pretty short video. I just wanted to really hammer home this biggest shift in digital marketing today, and so many businesses are still not doing it enough, which is the simple correlation between success, digital marketing, efficiency and performance, and volume of creators. And you need to be really doubling down and focusing on this metric of volume of content on any social channel that you have today in order to win. So hopefully this video is helpful. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below. I will try to answer them. But again, the new way of doing marketing is here. And we are really undergoing a very big shift. We are undergoing a very big shift today in content and in the digital marketing world. So do not miss this, because this is how the next decade of the best and the biggest, fastest growing business will be built upon. So I'll see you guys in the next video.